So we're at the Bottom Shipping Authority, looking to go inside and poke around in the records, find a juicy target, perhaps. So this, it's on the waterfront here. This is like sort of the front office area, and then there's an attached warehouse for goods over here. And the interior sections, you assume someplace there is an office or like a storage room that has like the documents relating to incoming and outgoing ship traffic. Yep. So entrances, there is obviously the main entrance here. The entrance is to the warehouse here. There is a back entrance, which is for workers probably. And then there are a couple of entrances up front here with some like outdoor goods staging area. And it is all like a single floor building. It's just very large and wide.
Do they have posted hours?
High roof. Yeah, their hours are pretty standard, like daylight hours. Dawn till dusk, thereabouts.
Man, our dark space crew would be like, we just say, "Hey, Greg, can you take like 5 minutes and go find this, please?"
Yeah, I mean, this would be like not even a problem.
We
suck at this. So I'm gonna just like turn into a guard and just walk in and look around, like just find the thing and leave. 5 seconds. Wouldn't even make a map for it. Just be like, all right, yep, you do that. It's very easy. Yep. Why can't you be far future? I don't know. It's madness. Probably not.
Oh.
I mean, but we got power armor pretty early on in that one.
Yeah.
True.
Like first session. Yes. I guess if you took a snapshot of the very first second of the Dark Space campaign versus the end of this campaign, probably right.
Alright, so do we have any idea where records would be held? Is that like
probably in an office somewhere. Most likely on this side of the building. This is the main entrance to like the front office area where a ship captain would enter to like look at paperwork or whatever. And this is where they load cargo from off of ships in for like sort of transitory state. So like it's in this warehouse and it's either going to be brought here from the rest of the city to be loaded onto ships, or it's being loaded off ships here before it's distributed to us.
Alright, so by chance, is our boat in like view of the front door?
If you've been here for more than a week, it's not going to be close to here, no, because they like to keep these docks open for ships who are coming in and like
more transitory.
Yeah, they're more transitory.
More transient. I think that's the proper nautical term.
Yeah.
Okay, what's to the left and right?
Like in terms of buildings?
Yeah.
To the right there is a fishery, and to the left is just like some like a storage warehouse, and like a couple of places down there's a little like sort of dockside cafe market stall type thing.
Okay.
Is it multiple floors?
No, it's just one floor with fairly high roofs. The roof is vary between like 15 to 20 feet in height. So
well, do we want to spend a day or two doing reconnaissance, or do we just want to go in?
I don't know.
Right. The only thing I would want to check is to see if there's someone that lives in this building that would be there at nighttime.
Oh, sure. I assume there's always at least one person.
Right.
Even if it's like a night guard. But yeah, you're probably right.
See if there's someone who's in here at nighttime.
But unless we talk to people and become suspicious, the only way I can think of is to just like watch the doors and see who comes and goes for a couple days. But also, we can just turn invisible.
I mean, we could just ding dong ditch the house and anybody
The house?
for the boarding authority, the shipping authority.
Is there like a police in this city?
Yeah, there is.
Do we want to do the tried and true, like, see how long the response time is? Just do like a smash and grab, steal something, run away, and see how long it takes the police to get there? I mean, we can just pay some of our crew to do it. I'm sure they would.
It might raise suspicion.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Always
the thing about that, I guess. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm also down to just go in to see what happens. No, just break in one night. Yeah. We haven't died yet.
I say we just take one night. We'll knock on the door and then hide in the bushes, see if anybody answers. Ask.
Well, how about this? Like, it's probably like mid-morning right now. So, if Mr. Dibbs wants to go and do the whole talk about thing, get a little bit of intel, you can just wait until nighttime and then go in with a bit of that info.
Sure.
Best of both worlds.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, I can like have Paul run away from me into the warehouse, and I can chase him, and then it won't be suspicious because I'm a little girl.
You could try that, yeah.
We never use that to our advantage.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
You guys remember?
I could use my youth and innocence.
Like, you guys totally used Anya's youth in the last campaign.
No, Anya was fucking.
Yeah, she was a little bit evil. Also, a couple years younger. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, for the daytime reconnaissance, Robin, yeah, if you want to try and do the Paul Ruse thing, you could do that.
Okay.
Mr. Dibbs, you're just gonna kind of like hang out around on the dockside. Sure. So. All right. Give me a persuasion check. An 8. Okay. Yeah, so most of the people around here are like dock workers and laborers for the warehouse who are in charge of offloading cargo. A lot of them are, I would say probably like 80% of the workers are slaves. They seem like they're fairly well treated as far as slaves go in this facility. Obviously, you know, that varies pretty widely based off of where you are. I mean, they're slaves, but they don't seem particularly downtrodden. Yes.
Aside from the whole not having any freedom to do what they want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, obviously there's that. Yeah. Like, oh, well, we're not being whipped daily. It's real, yeah, so a lot of them don't really want to talk to you because they, you know, might get in trouble if they're slacking off. But you do have an occasional conversation when they're like allowed to take a break at one point, and they just say, "Yeah, yeah, it's fine. We are fed, sheltered." Oh yes, all the time. Okay. Well, yeah. So they have some overseers. Like I said, it's about 80% of the workforce is slaves, and then the remaining 20 is like overseer, like higher ranking people who are like telling them what to do and stuff. And then there are guards that are in the warehouse proper. As far as you can tell, like during the day, there's maybe like six guards or so in like this section. And probably more over here. Like every once in a while, you see a guy come out. Yeah, that's the like workers. They kind of like look hesitant as no drinks. You have a charmed life, sir. They don't seem to be picking up on what you're hinting at. They just kind of like stare blankly at you.
Slaves is they can't really spend money.
Okay. Yeah. They are property. They don't have. I guess they could have money and then like use it somehow, but I mean they don't get a lot of free time to like go to the store.
Also, most probably wouldn't want to sell them. Most people probably wouldn't sell them. Like, no, you're a slave. I don't think you're supposed to have that.
It is, unless they're like.
I have much more experience in the slaving. Nicaragua, 82.
Maybe passage on a ship.
Yeah. Probably be better. I don't know.
He just kind of like looks at you sort of with a disbelieving expression. This is I mean I do not think that is something that you can give me, sir. I suppose yes. I am not sure how much the cost is, but what do you want? Yeah, the shipping log. Books and things.
Stuff for my nerds to read.
Give me another persuasion roll. A 7? Okay. So you kind of hesitantly, like, you guys are talking sort of like on the edge of the dock briefly, you know, as they're waiting for a ship to come in or something. And he says, I do not know exactly where those documents would be, but they're... It's in the office area. We are not allowed inside there. We have no reason to go there. To clean, maybe. I don't do that though. I mean, there would be, the guards would still be there. I don't know if I could get these things. I'm not sure what's... Look, I cannot read. I could point you in the right direction. Some of the guards maybe, but... Well, they are free. I don't know. You would have to pay them. You kind of like, there's maybe like the ship that's coming in is like about to come in. He kind of like picks up the rope and says, "Look, if you want to get these things, there is a servant's entrance in the back. It is usually bolted shut, but I can let you in. He kind of like hesitates for a second and then sort of like, to do what? Work? All right. He's like, the ship shows up and he says, knock on the door at night, I will let you in. Right.
Turns out his name is Harold.
I'm like, damn it, Harold. All right. Yeah. So you got the a way in without having to lockpick thing, at least.
Can we just pause on
Well,
that?
I'm sure that you'll have some opportunity to use them. It's not like this random slave has all of the keys to everywhere. Yeah. All right. So then, Robin, you
Yep.
want to do the Paul thing to run into the warehouse?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So while the doors are open and people are like putting things in, you sort of walk by, and then Paul flutters up and flies in, screeching. Rah!
And get him to go to, like, I don't know, one of these back corners somewhere over in this area.
Rah! Bottles of rum. Bottles of rum. Yo ho ho. Bottles of rum.
I figure we have some sort of, like, safe word so that when I say it, he would behave and actually listen to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can communicate with him.
Right, but it's in my normal language, so people could still hear and.
True, but yeah, I mean, he can understand you and he's smart, so you could have a code word, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so he flies in there. Several of the people like stop and watch a freaking parrot flying around inside of the warehouse.
And I'll chase them all innocent, like.
Okay, so you go in and you get a decent look at say give me an agility roll.
Do you remember to leave your time?
Yeah. Yeah.
This girl, innocent
Giant
girl
rifle.
with a giant freaking rifle.
Probably have my whole little pistol somewhere, but
Yeah. I mean,
I got a 5 on my agility roll.
all right, so you get a pretty good look at the warehouse. As soon as you like come dashing in, the like guards around start like shouting at you like, "Hey, get out of here! Shoot!"
Actually, hold on. Sorry, that was for Siren. Should I go ahead and re-roll, or would it make a difference?
Is your agility different?
Yes.
Then yes, reroll.
Okay. I got an 11 that time.
Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. All right, so you got the general layout of the warehouse. So there's a main door and then 2 side doors. This door is guarded. So got guards in front of it, at least when you came in. And then there was like 4 guards moving through this area.
Just going in circles, very Zelda-like.
They're during this time they're kind of like sticking closer to the doors and then occasionally like walking back. I mean, when you came in, they all just kind of like headed towards you and tried to like, and like they do sort of get up to you and say, "This is no place for children. Get out."
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they like, scram, filthy rat. And, yeah, they're not very nice, but they just kind of drag you out, push you out. And Paul taunts them from your shoulder as you walk away. Yeah, so that's the info you got from your day. While they were doing this, Tara, is there anything in particular you want to do for prep or otherwise?
Get us some disguises.
Some disguises? All right,
Yep.
What kind of disguises are you going with this time?
Going shopping.
Buy some black trench coats again?
No. I guess just really nondescript clothes, like face coverings.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's like a pretty common sort of thing. Like face wraps.
Something to hide our
like sort of like
not
loose hang like sort of flowy clothes that you can put over your armor and other equipment. That is a pretty common Dracian style, just because it's common for use in the desert, heritage, and all that.
That's it.
Good against mosquitoes too.
Is there any? Have I already been in like the front office? Is that a thing I would do as a captain?
Robin and Doomy probably have.
Okay, quarter. So,
yeah, because you haven't really handled the selling and purchasing of goods. That's the primary reason why you
So
come here.
when we dock and someone goes up and says, and takes money for the docking fee and all that, who is that? I counted it was with this group.
Yeah, that is the like the Harbor Master Associates.
Okay, so you don't typically go to the shipping or docking authority or whatever it is. They come to you when you dock.
Yeah, they have like their assistants or whatever who do it just to expedite the process in a lot of these cities. Maybe in a smaller port, you would have to go there because there's just less staff. But Botram is not a particularly small city.
So then immediately after I come out with Paul from doing our fun four-way, I'm going to go around this other side and I'm going to go look. What is this?
That is a little sort of like servant's entrance thing. There's a door here. There are a couple of like barrels and sacks of grain. It's just kind of like a little roofed area. There's a couple of chairs out there.
What happens if I knock on the door?
Knock on the door. There is no answer. Yep.
And these are windows?
Those are other doors.
Other doors. And none of them have windows?
No, they're just wooden doors. No windows on this side of the building. Not really any windows except for out here, and then there are a couple of windows along here.
Can I go look inside those windows?
You would probably get shooed away quickly, but you can peek in. It's just a hallway.
Okay. Acting like a poor street urchin. I've had practice.
You have been that.
I have been that. Not that long ago, actually. How long have we been together now? A few months, right?
Like 5 months, actually.
Oh, okay.
Thereabouts. A little less. Time goes by fast when it takes you a couple of days.
To go anywhere?
Like a week to go between places.
A week to sell anything?
And you're moving between places a lot as a career.
Alright. Well, that's the extent of the things I want to do, I think, without raising too much suspicion.
Alright. You talk to one of what's the word I'm looking for like people that
Clerk?
Clerk, that's the thing. Pencil pushers. Okay. Yeah, this is a process that Robin and Doomy handle on the regulars. Generally you have to talk to more than one person, but yeah, you get the sort of like general inventory of for purchase. Right. Gives you a little bit of help. They probably do things a little bit differently here than back in your homeland, but okay. In this, they're pretty much just like a couple of desks, and the desks have some like drawers in them that, I mean, probably have locks. The other doors here, just looking around, these two doors seem to have locks. This one does not. All right, let's see here. So the clerk you're talking to kind of blinks and says, I am sorry, I did not... where is this Devonshire? Yeah, you're from... I mean, you're from the Federation. Highmore. I mean, it's in like the South Central Federation. North and a couple thousand miles across the ocean.
Mostly west.
Mostly west. I did not have... I'm sorry, sir. I have no idea how we would go about acquiring that. It's a little bit out of our usual range. It's not really my job. Maybe try looking further north. Right. Man, he's like a stupid, Valish idiot. Asking for their fancy wine here at the edge of the world. Alright, so... And that's pretty much what Bahrain is. Like, to the east is jungle. Alright, yeah, so evening comes. Or Mr. Dibbs, are you gonna like hang out here to like keep watching, or are you gonna go back to the ship once you get your info and lowdown? Okay. All right. So when do you guys want to head out here to take a look-see?
Did we get a time from not Bernard, Harold?
Sure, he can swab a deck if he needs.
Have we looked into like what slave laws are? Like, are we gonna what are we sticking our neck out with possibly?
I mean, stealing slaves is punishable by death.
Okay,
But so is piracy.
right.
The owner of this warehouse is the like government of Bahrain. Yeah.
I mean, they'd have to know it was.
Okay, well, let's just not
Let them know.
No, it's fine. I'm all for freeing slaves. I just want to make sure that we understand. Yeah.
It's alright. I know I don't ever want to pick a lock unless I have to.
All right. Yeah. So you what time of night are you guys gonna time to get here?
Sure.
The dead of night.
That's just math right there.
And are you just the three of you coming on this mission? I'm assuming, not having any crew.
Yep.
Unless you're intending on going loud, it's probably not
I don't
where you
want a whole
want
bunch.
to have more hands to steal things, but that's not really your purpose.
I mean, the things we're actually trying to steal are pretty small, right?
I mean, remember when we went to the cathedral and our plan wasn't to steal anything? Stole like 50 pounds of shit? Yeah.
I'll do it again.
I don't know. I don't think they'll have any valuable holy relics. Play it by ear.
All right. So I'm assuming you're going to come from the closest possible area down there. and you guys are dressed up in sort of what color was the disguises you got, Tara?
Shades of brown, very dark brown.
Dark brown. All right.
Do we want to try invisibility?
Probably.
The thing is it's going to cost 11 power. It's 11 power points. So that's what, -6.
It's pretty rough.
So maybe we should try it before we leave.
Sure.
But also, then it would be weird for our friend that's going to let us in.
I mean, that's okay. It can be weird.
That's true. Okay, here we go.
So you can channel, and then if
Yeah.
to negate 2 points.
So now it says -4, right?
Yep.
Not a problem. 15.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So and that you cast that on all of you.
Yep.
All right. So that is with a raise. So it's a minus
-6 penalty.
-6. So you're pretty much entirely invisible. There's a faintest of shimmers in the air around you. Yeah, you're all invisible.
All right, and then we can all see in the dark, but only at a -4.
Okay, so that's anything but total darkness.
Which is probably going to be where we're going, isn't it?
Unless there are illumination. I mean, you do know there is a night guard in certain places of the building, but of course, I guess if there's light, then there's guys. So, yeah. But I mean, the -4 is enough that you can still see and function.
Okay.
In the darkness. You just are. It's harder
Add a
to
penalty for like fighting.
detail. Yeah.
Okay.
Notice rolls
Right.
and rolls beyond a certain distance, I think.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're all invisible, and
Oh, also I added that because it brought it up to 12 instead of 11. That shroud modifier, so we all get +1 to stealth too.
okay, yeah, just the darkness padding your feet.
Yeah.
Okay, and then not saying that this is gonna come up right now, but just so you know, detect Arcana
Does
counters invisibility.
Yeah.
Conceal if you have invisibility and conceal Arcana, then that can block detect Arcana opposed roll.
Okay. Well, I don't have
either of us can ever get that.
No, you can. But
Can?
you could get like a potion or something.
or talisman.
Oh, I meant like as a spell.
As an actual power, yeah. Yes, unfortunately. But you are invisible. So you invisibly make your way over to the rear entrance of the warehouse. You guys are down here. I don't know if you saw that, so you can move yourselves how you like.
Well, I mean, I can't normally see your voice, but
You can hear it.
Well, how about this? I can.
you got detect, right?
Oh yeah, I do. Shit. Yeah, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna before we go up there, as we turn invisible, I'm like, oh right, I'm gonna cast Arcana.
Okay.
Never done this before.
Yeah, this is fun.
Okay, I have a plan. 5 steps.
So now we can all see each
Mostly.
other. You cast Detect Arcana on all of us, right?
That is way better than what I.
Yes, that is my plan.
Yes, exactly my plan. How did you know?
You and I were
Okay.
like two
Alright.
peas in a pod. Two
So-
birds, one stone. Something.
Yeah, I'll throw it up on the of us.
All right, so you're casting Detect Arcana on all 3 of you guys.
Yep. Sorry, I've never
Oh man,
spelled.
I totally fucked up on the recording, and I wasn't recording my mic until right now. And
So-
I did most of the roleplay. Awesome.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, just silent. Okay, so
just
I'm
Ben talking to himself.
Yep.
I'm also going to make it the strong. I fail. Just by 1. Okay. There we go. Alright, I got it with a 6. So it's only a range of
He keeps cutting out for me. Is he cutting out for other people?
A little bit.
Am I cutting out? Sorry. I turned up my mic so that the factor doesn't use shit, so I gotta talk. Okay, so I got it regularly. I think it's just up to line of sight. And also I gave it strong.
What is this?
So that's for conceal only. Never mind, I didn't do that. So we all have Detect Arcana.
Okay, okay.
I was reading some of the modifier entries for Detect/Conceal Arcana, and a few of them are for conceal only.
Yep. And it's range sight. The smarts is for like.
For who you
Range.
cast it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you can. You negates 4 penalties, so it is still sort of like a cloud, like
Yeah.
sort of glowing nimbus. You can't quite pin down